Okay, hello everyone. So I'm going to be reviewing and discussing a YouTube video coming to you from DISL Automatic, and the title is Self-Acceptance, Research, Critical Thinking, and Intuition. And I just wanted to chime in with some of the points he was making. So the first being, when he was referring to cosmetic surgery and being comfortable enough with himself, seeing imperfections but not having the desire to go change them, and how important that is. And he made the point of not dismissing somebody who chooses to do that, as long as they're not harming anybody, because we have free will. But my opinion is I don't respect that. I wouldn't dismiss that person and judge them based on that one thing. Dismiss them as a human and having value. But I don't respect that. Although I understand why someone would feel so weak or insecure that they have to use money, which is already an externalization of our energy, to invest into changing the reflection of themselves to receive more value based on how other people perceive them. But I want to ask, why do we live in an environment where people spend so much money, energy, into being narcissistic, into investing into how they look to to feel like they have value? And that is because one of the vital keys of mind control is to have us searching externally to be comfortable, to be stable, to have enough. We're in an environment that's based on, that isn't truly based in scarcity, but that is being projected into our minds to adapt a scarcity-based mentality where we don't have enough, where um, we don't have enough resources to live comfortably. When in actuality, the earth, if we look to nature, is abundant, and we have free energy technology that can be implemented. But again, scarcity keeps people controlled, because there are beings highly invested in um, monopolizing energy. So if we had something to where we didn't need to go buy gas, then we wouldn't essentially be giving something to somebody that they can just take it. So it's very much like, because what's going on here is obviously more than just America, it's the world, it's the physical reality as we've known it, and the manipulation that's been going on for thousands of years. But it is much like the movie The Matrix, where the Matrix is the holographic projection, the physical dimension as we're perceiving it, and the real world is the source of things, but obviously wouldn't be a physical plane, but would be of another type of more free-flowing, less dense than what we experience here as physical. So that being the source of things, which is exactly how the mind control works, is to influence the thinking, to influence the mind, because that's a projector of reality. How we think, how we feel becomes behavior and creates the actions, which mold and fashion the reality here. So we create our personal experiences, and we're all building collectively together. So if you want to control someone, it's much harder from the physical level. You have to have enough force for that. Now, like with the Nazis being like the police force today, order followers, they can lie to themselves and give away their personal responsibility for what they choose to do, their moral responsibility to know the difference between right and wrong and not just say I'm just following my orders, that can happen. But for the physical control, it is much more, it takes much more. But if you can control from the mind, then you can control the projection. So it's like the hidden hand being able to control the opposition to control the game. So it's a major thing going on, is everybody searching externally instead of investing internally and identifying only with a very small bandwidth of consciousness of everything that there is to be explored, identifying only with just the body and having a certain worldview that's been programmed into feeling small and insignificant. And then we create our own box, because the mind control is not strong, it's weak, because it works by those who have the light, but it's the false light, Illuminati, which is knowledge of self and the blueprint, psychology, tools, dynamics of consciousness, and hold that from others, suppress that from others, to have to create a power differential to elevate themselves. So it's not strong, it's weak, because it's just by influencing us to invest into what they have set up rather than ourselves, and to break out of the confines of what we consider possible, and to realize that much more is possible to create here than what we've been given. And this is a big thing to arrive at. So that's that being one of the points. And another thing, when he's referring to how you have to flow with the truth, that ultimately research, that we're not really doing our own research, that we're not, a lot of people aren't in the field gathering the data directly. And that's true on a lot of things, but what's also true is that we have so much that we can see in our lives to verify the truth of, and that the nature of things here is that truth is in a spectrum of everything that we'll see. So we're multidimensional beings. So it'll be expressed multidimensionally, so we can verify for ourselves, like dynamics of interacting with people. But some other things, like statistics and things like that, is more difficult to pin down. So we have to be free-flowing, and not just through comfort of using something, holding on to it, because that keeps us in that paradigm. But being able to shed that, to follow the truth, to grow into new understandings, and that's an important key too. And I'm sure there's more, but I think that's pretty good. Just that the mind is a projector. The mind control works by influencing the projection, and we have more options than what's being presented, and it'll serve us more to invest into ourselves, accept ourselves, to not lie to ourselves, and realize that personal improvement is not about giving something away. It's about self-acceptance. Yeah, okay. So that's good. That's good enough. So with all that, definitely check out DISL Automatic's channel and his music. He's an amazingly talented artist and lyricist, and offers a lot of conscious content, and a lot of it, you can find on YouTube. And there's even like I'm pretty sure, free album you can download. So check them out. Wholeness and Balanced Vibrations. To the next time.